I think the reason that we're not taught about emotions, even though it's an integral part of our human experience that all of us experience, regardless, I forgot what I was going to say. This is why I record outside, because I'm living with my parents right now. I haven't lived with them since I was 14. Little fun fact. And so when I hear sounds, I'm like, oh, that's the hypervigilance, my friend. Whatever. I won't let it stop me. But yeah, keep that in mind. I'm not hiding who I am. The person who's talking to you right now is a 19-year-old woman living with their parents. That's where I am right now. If you want to know how I got to this point, I won't tell you everything right now. I'll just tell you I've moved about 9-10 times. I've lived in various households in various different conditions. Shed, barn, couch with no privacy, a dorm, 5th Avenue, Manhattan, going to my dream school for 1 semester, and then 2 weeks notice, my own notice, I decided in the shower to leave it behind and to go to India, work exchange using Worldpackers. I went to 7 different countries in a span of like 3 or 4 months. Budget traveling, no more than $5,000 to my name. From about 10 months I worked Baskin Robbins in high school. So I have to say that because people will assume if I don't put that acknowledgement in there that I just have like rich parents that fund my lifestyle. No. I am blessed and I do have the privilege to have parents that like support me. But there is risk to everything that I do, and I think that is important when I talk about these things. I'm gonna say this one thing. I'm gonna say this one thing. You do with it what you will. But emotions and thoughts are the only things all humans experience that we don't need evidence for, that you can't see. And that is the one argument that disproves any other argument that says, well, I won't believe what I can't see. Can you see thoughts? Can you see someone else's thoughts? Just because you can't see them, does that mean that they don't exist? What about emotions? Can you see your own anger? You can only feel it. Unless you're looking in a mirror and you see your facial expressions, but then again, you're seeing yourself. You're not seeing anger. You're seeing anger expressed through the human vessel. That is not the same. If you take away the human vessel, you will not see the anger. But the anger is still there, and the human vessel is still there when the anger isn't. I don't mean to break it down to you like you're stupid. You get what I mean. So if we don't really think enough about emotions and what that really means. That if we all experience these intense energies that drive us to do certain things and really impact our lives and our experience of them, but we don't talk about it really. We don't talk about where they come from and what they mean and why we have them. That's for a reason. There's a reason we don't talk about emotional abuse or emotional neglect, but we talk about physical abuse and physical neglect. They both have a similar amount of damage that they do to the brain. Actually, again, I might be wrong, I'm talking off the top of my head, but I've seen people say that there are studies that emotional abuse and physical abuse like the same pain receptors in the brain, so it does the same damage. And we know that, but we don't talk about it. There's a reason for that. And I believe that is that if everything has purpose, right, if you're religious, everything has purpose. I think we feel these invisible energies as a direct communication with the divine and with the energy that made everything. More on this later, but that's just what I felt I needed to share.